What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good to see you guys tonight. As you come in, hit the like button, subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the share button. Hit that share and send that link to 3 people that you love and that you care about. Let them come on in here. You already know at Black Man Unfiltered Network, we're going to have some fun, but we're also going to tackle things and tackle situations, whether funny, serious, or in likeness of anything else. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me create a vibe for you before the show starts. All right, and we're going to go and have a good time tonight, man. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing, and I want you guys to know that you are clearly amazing. All right, I also want to come and say to you guys that keep in mind that we do have shows on the network every day. Monday, we have Unfiltered Reactions, which we'll do this today on Mondays. We'll do it 8:30. The time will fluctuate because I do a co-host with the Security Boss Unsolicited, and so the time will fluctuate. But we will be here every Monday between 8:30 and 9:30. So make sure you hit that notification button. Also on Tuesday, we have Talk That Talk Tuesday, where we have a unisex panel and we talk about everything. Tomorrow will be amazing. On Wednesday, we have the sports show, 1-in-1 Sports Show with Shani and Dante. We also, after that show, we have Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu, that brother and sister combo. So make sure you tune into that. On Thursday on the Black Man Unfiltered Network, at 6 o'clock, we have the Dustosphere with Dusto in the building at 6 o'clock to 6:30. And then at 6:45 p.m., we have Get Your Mind Right with Coach K and Chef Big Al. If you want to get your mind right with your health and get your mind right for your wealth, make sure you tune in on that 6:45 p.m. Central Standard Time every Thursday. On Friday, we have Lexi with They That Wait. Lexi will be on Fridays They That Wait at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you tune into that. And then that night, you already know what it is, that we will be having the Barbershop Talk on Friday night. So make sure you tune into the Barbershop Talk. We will have a guest host this weekend because I'm taking my beautiful wife out of town. We need some time away. And so I'll have my brothers running the show on this Friday, and I'll be back on Sunday. We're taking a little 3-day hiatus. Amen. They give me an amen. Now, if you want to go ahead and donate to the channel, you definitely can do that. Go ahead and hit me up in my Cash App here. Send me a Cash App so I can buy my wife some flowers or something. You all right? You guys are in here. Go ahead and hit that Cash App, and so I can do something nice for the wifey on our little 4-day getaway coming up this weekend. All right. And if you want to send a Cash App, do that. If you want to send a super chat, please do that as well. All things are accepted because you guys do support this channel financially, and I am forever grateful for that. All right. No content creator, does it. Sometimes we want to feel like we're appreciated. And I know you guys come in and everything that you do is appreciated. The likes, the subscribes, the shares, the Cash Apps, the super chats, joining the channel. If you want to join the channel, hit the join button at the bottom of the video and join the Black Man Unfiltered Network as well as we continue to grow. We do have a new show on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. I know you guys probably seen it the other day. It's called The Silent Treatment. It came on yesterday. They debuted yesterday. The Silent Treatment is 5 young ladies who are in the deaf community who cannot hear. They are deaf, and they have a show where they do the entire show in sign language. It was amazing, and we did have a lot of people come in yesterday and support those ladies. Again, those ladies were deaf, and they have their own show. Tell me where you've seen that at on YouTube. You haven't seen that anywhere, right? So we have a show for the deaf community now called The Silent Treatment on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. So make sure you check those ladies out. It's very soothing. They have a vibe. They have the music in the background, and they just having conversation using their hands. And it was amazing. A lot of people showed up on Sunday to cheer those ladies on and to support those ladies as they spoke about Takeoff from the Migos. So that was a good comment. If you didn't see that, make sure you go back and see it. All right. So thank you guys again for being here. I'm going to go ahead and hit us with this quick intro. After this intro, we will be with you guys to go ahead and start this show and this reaction. All right. Thank you again. Thank you guys again for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight at Unfiltered Reactions. As you're coming in, hit the like button, subscribe button. You already know what it is. I want to go over here. Let's see who over here in the chat. If there's anybody in there, we got What We Know podcast in there. We got Robert H in the chat tonight. Thank you guys for being here. As everybody else comes in, they'll understand what we're talking about as we go forward. I want to go ahead and bring up the people that are in the back that's going to help me react tonight. All right. I want to bring up the queen. Come on now. Y'all got to give it up for the queen. Come on. The queen of Black Man Unfiltered, who is lovely and is looking very lovely today. She was ready for y'all today. She went and did a face up. She ain't got to do a face up. She was just born with good skin. You know what I used to say about Queen? Somebody need to find her dad and put and bronze his penis and put it on a mantle. All his babies are just beautiful. Let's bring up Queen Smiley in the building tonight. What's going on? All right. Also, we're going to bring up my boy, DL Saint is in the building tonight. What's going on? All right. And last but not least, all the way from Michigan. Come on, y'all got to give it up for my boy. Come on right now. Give it up for JT. What's going on? And then last but not least, come on, man. All these my brothers on the channel here. But come on, the man that was in the dirt with your boy. He my big brother, but I'm taller than him. Let's give it up for my boy. Mandrell is in the building tonight. All right, Mandrell is in the building tonight. In the building. Let me fix something real quick. Hold on a second. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for being here. Hey, Mandrell, how was your day today? How's everything going? You know, I got to check everybody's mental health before we move forward. What's going on, my guy?
Well, I'm kind of fucked up in general, so it's hard to gauge.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, Queen Smiley. Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save you for last. DL Saint, how was your day today, my brother?
What's good? It's you know, no complaints. It's a good Monday. You know what I mean? Mondays are all good. You know, got the little one in school. Y'all know what it is. We got 2 grades we need to get up. As soon as we get these 2 grades up, we'll be A or B honor roll. So we know what we got to do.
Absolutely, brother. Hey, you know, shout out to you for being a good daddy, bro.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
I ain't say shout out to you for being a good big daddy. Sugar daddy. I'm talking about biological daddy. Amen, somebody. All right. We got my JT. You got my boy JT in the building tonight.
What up, boy? What's going on?
JT, what's going on, man? How is the queen of the land? How is the kids? How is life? How's work, man? Talk to me.
She's just in there cleaning up the kitchen now, homie. You know what I'm saying?
That lovely? Ain't that
man,
lovely?
It's Monday. What's going on? We still out here in the land of living. What we
Monday,
talking about?
All right.
It's always beautiful.
Putting it to work, JT?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know it. Yes, sir.
I love it. Mandrell, you a damn idiot, bro.
You can't help yourself.
I can't.
Oh, my God.
I can't.
All right, so listen, for all the ugly people, listen, this is for you.
Problem with these ugly people around here, they causing all this problem because they mad because they're ugly. It ought to be a law against 2 ugly people fucking because they're bringing another ugly person in the world.
Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, we want to bring up the queen of the night. Let's give it up for yours truly. Queen Smiley's in the building. Matter of fact, I'm going to give her the big screen because she deserves it. Yeah, Queen Smiley, how are you tonight? How is everything? How's life, work, and everything as you get up every day to make it a way for everybody else? How are you tonight, hon?
Please don't give me any reminders. It's Monday. I'm grateful. Like JT said, I'm among the living, and that's the best I can do today. I'm tired. Football season is coming to a close. We got playoffs going. We got drill team competition going. Work is coming to a end of a calendar year, not a fiscal year. That just turned over. So that's exhausting in itself. I set goals for myself at the end of the year, and I got 2 months to make it all happen. And yeah, class ends today, and I'm behind. I'm praying for some grace, and our girls play second.
Yeah.
And yeah. Saturday we played second. It was some hard work, and we still got work to do. I just walked in the door from practice, fixed the kids' play, and here I am. And so we got practice all week. City competition is this Saturday, and so we'll be on the field all day. Black Man, I was gonna ask you, where your boys playing? So y'all playing city?
Yes. So we play Mesquite. We play, mostly Mesquite. We're in Mesquite a lot.
Yeah. So who y'all got going to city next week? Y'all got somebody going to city this weekend?
No, we got our asses whooped.
Shut your face.
Shit, them boys came in there and said, "Listen, let me show you who Daddy is."
Oh, geez.
I told my boys,
Man.
"Lift your head up, stop that crying, hell."
I know. I know. My baby them were crying when they lost. I'm like, bro, look, y'all got coached by your own coaches, you know, out this game. So that's what happened to them. But our 12U boys and our flag boys made it. So we got 2 football games Saturday morning, and then the girls competition. I want to say it's maybe like 8 to 10 girl drill teams that are performing. We're number 3 in the list. So of course it will be all day waiting on everybody else to get theirs in so we can see where we play. So yeah, we're excited. If we don't come in first, we definitely coming in for a strong second for City. So
all right. Now I do want to say this, guys. JT, DL Saint, Mandrell, isn't she lovely tonight?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100.
No doubt about it.
thank you.
Absolutely. Mandrell,
I can't believe you somebody grandmama, girl. You somebody grandmama.
And I'm on noonie duty, right? So everything, when I tell y'all, mental health is everything has fallen apart in the last couple weeks. My daughter Carden broke down. I'm on noonie duty because the baby started daycare, so I'm filling in for her. It's a whole lot going on over here. My life is a circus.
So how's your man?
He's doing well.
Doing good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Make sure you tell him we love him, and he has
shall.
And remind him every day of how great he has it. And if he doesn't get his
you don't know, leave him at the restaurant.
Leave his ass at the restaurant.
You
and
got
guess
something
what?
right there, JT.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. If he gets out of line, we'll come and stomp his ass out.
I tried to leave him a couple times at the restaurant. He won't let me though.
Oh yeah, he keeps jumping in the fucking trunk probably. I'm telling you about we live in an era where these booster seat niggas just be doing the most. But anyway, so we appreciate you for being here tonight, Queen Smiley. You're so lovely and so beautiful. Thank you for your presence. We love you to death. All right. Yeah, let me leave her right.
And hey, chat, how y'all doing? Blessings, peace, and hair grease to each and every one of y'all. And thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We just glad you here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, look at JT.
Just messy. Just messy.
So messy.
Extremely messy.
I'm an ass.
So messy.
I love it.
Uncalled for messy. You know what I mean?
Incredibly messy.
You know who I got that from? After I had to discipline him hard, my son. I heard my son tell my little girl that. He said, "I'm an asshole and I love it." That's what he said. I called him red-handed. Little bad bastard. All right. So, guys, you see the title tonight. Stop living for everyone else and live for you. All right. So I want to go ahead and react to this video. And I think this is going to be a nice conversation to have with you guys tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and play it right now. Here we go.
Listen to this.
Do you know what happens after your funeral? In a few short hours, the crying will die down. And your family are going to start making arrangements to feed your relatives and your friends. Some of your relatives are going to be discussing current events as they eat in Shima, Chihuahua, and Sebi. And some people will call your family to tell them that they can't make it in person because of some emergency. Other people are going to start making travel arrangements to go back to their own homes because life is just too short. And someone in your family is going to start arguing that they contributed more financially than others did. Eventually, the crowd is going to go their separate ways. And every once in a while, your cell phone would ring from people that didn't realize that you had died. In a few days, your children will go back to work. Your employer will begin to search for your replacement. There will be new elections, new scandals, and the traffic on Great East Road will be the same. The Zambia national soccer team will play their games just as planned. In 6 months, your spouse will be watching a comedy on DSTV, and she'll start laughing. The first anniversary of your passing will be celebrated in a grand manner. You will be forgotten at an astonishing pace. everyone's life will go back to normal. But in a blink of an eye, years are going to have gone by. There will be very few people left to remember you. Now tell me, if people will forget you so easily, then who are you living your life for? You spend your whole life worrying what people think about you. They don't, and they won't. Live your life for you.
Shit.
Baby. I quit.
Yeah.
That's real talk right there. It is what it is.
Yeah, go ahead, DL. Just what are your thoughts on the video, bro?
That's real talk, man. That's like, all right, we about to go in the battle, y'all. And 2/3 of y'all ain't gonna make it. That's what them talks. You know what I mean? Like but he's 100% true. That's all facts, like the kids say. You know what I mean? You need to live your life for yourself. You know, if you're living for yourself and you're planning for your family, you have to be planning for your demise, period. You know what I mean? That's what insurance is for and all that kind of stuff. And you should, I'm working for my children now. Like things I do now, I'm doing for them. I'm not doing for me. I've had my fun. I've done my stuff. So I get it. I just wish dude would have made the music up tempo. It's not a bad thing. It's not something to be sad about. Y'all need to go out there and have some fun. Like if I don't wake up tomorrow, I have zero regrets. None. Yeah, I had a great life, and I know that my family's taking care of it and all as well. Now, sucks that my baby daughter, my little daughter, gonna have to go without me, but I have a clan that surrounds her, and she's gonna be fine regardless. So, that's the thing, man. There's only one way out of this existence. You know what I mean? You born in and you die. That's the only way out.
So, JT, what are your thoughts about what he said as far as you live your whole life for other people, and when you die, they don't even remember you.
Why you think I always tell you it's Monday, baby? I'm here. Yeah. Y'all talking to me. We ain't that special.
Are you here? Or are we talking to you?
We not that special. I heard you, DL. But just think about this. We're not as special as we tend to think we are. We not. All we do is evolve through this thing called life. What we do should be bigger than who we are. Ain't nobody, just like he said, ain't nobody gonna remember you after a year. People got to go on. You're not as special as you think you are. One of the reasons why is because I don't believe that as us being humans, I don't even believe that we're human. I believe that we're spirits having human experiences. I think that we do a multitude of things, and this is just one of them, is to be able to experience being a human being. I know people that died. When I think back at my first funeral that I can remember going to, I was 4 years old. It was a great uncle of mine. I didn't know that man. I didn't even want to even be there. I just remember my father picking me up and me freaking the hell out. I didn't know that man. I didn't really care about that man, but it stuck with me. And the reason why it stuck with me is because of where I'm at now. So I can reflect on that. That's why it's very easy for me and people like me that will be willing to give their lives for the people we love and whatever it is we stand for. Most of the people out here are fearful of dying. That's why they're scared of living. They don't want to take any chances. This ain't promised to us. What that man was saying was 100% right. That funeral, that's why I don't really like going to funerals of people I don't know. I may know them in life and seen them and, things like that. But when the last time you guys been to a person's funeral that was young? it's weird. Or somebody's funeral where they were, they wasn't doing well on earth. And everybody in their obituary was talking about at the age of 12, this is when he found Jesus. And then you thinking to yourself, he ain't even like Jesus. He didn't even recognize Jesus. What are we talking about? He spent most of his adulthood out here terrorizing people, robbing people. This man got stabbed by his girlfriend that he was beating on. But his eulogy was like he was Jesus, like he was just doing the best that he could on earth. No, he wasn't. He got shot robbing an old man. He was out there doing drive-bys and somebody came back and got him. But at their funeral, that ain't what they were saying. Everybody found Jesus at the age of 12. Y'all know that, right? That's about the age that we find Jesus. And we welcome Jesus with open arms. We ain't that special, people. What we do is way more special than who we are. We're just a vehicle of pushing those duties.
All right. Mandrell, what are your thoughts on the video, my guy?
Well, I mean, it's Monday. I mean, I say that all the time. The same shit. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Not really. No one's gonna care about you the way you care about you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't care about yourself, how are you gonna expect someone else to? You know, if you don't know who you are, how are you expecting anyone else to? Like, that right there really, the nail was driven in the coffin for me on that philosophy of the guy of the video. What the guy was saying when my daddy died. Like I told you about that funeral.
Yeah.
Right. All those people there. The mayor showed up. The whole 9 yards. I didn't even know. We could have sold tickets to that funeral. And I remember sitting in the sanctuary thinking, how many of these people are going to remember him tomorrow?
Man,
how many people are going to remember him in a year?
That's deep, bro.
I was sitting right there during his eulogy thinking that, and it sticks with me. You only live as long as you're remembered. So after my sister and I passed away, my mom goes, who's left to remember us? Who's left to remember him? So while you're here, make the best of it. Do whatever you can to make yourself happy. And be as happy as you can for as long as you can. Because you'll never be here again. And as much as we like to believe in religion, we honestly don't know if there's anything on the other side. We don't actually know. No one's ever came back and told us. So don't take things for granted. Not 1 second of your life, not one breath. Appreciate all of it. Be grateful for all of it. And live your life to the fullest. It's yours. And to our knowledge, so far, you only get one. That's what I think of it.
You Smiley?
What the guy said was all facts. And I agree wholeheartedly with what everybody's saying. People in general don't care about you. You'll be forgotten about in a blink of an eye. Some people, and granted, everybody's on that anniversary year as it come around. Oh my God, Queen Smiley left. But at the end of the day, I made a conscious decision a long time ago to truly live for me. And that took some getting used to. We talked about peace a couple shows back, and we were saying how people sometimes work towards happiness, but other people work towards peace. I found my peace. I know what truly makes me happy, and I get to choose pretty much how I live each and every day. And I choose to live in peace. So for that, I've lived a beautiful life. Like DL Saint said, I told my kids some years back, but if I were to leave this world right now, I wouldn't be mad at all. because I've lived a beautiful life with its ups and downs. I have zero regrets. I've been asked several times, Sylvia, you can do it again. Would you do anything different? I would not. Everything that I've lived, I've gone through has made me who I am. And I believe I'm a beautiful person. Can't nobody tell me nothing about it.
I know that's right.
Okay. So and that's another reason I don't live for my children. You know, I used to think that when I was a young parent, oh my God, I'm living for my kids. F them kids. I can say that because I've done for mine. I've taken care of mine. I've raised mine, regardless of whatever decisions they choose to make moving forward. I've done my part. So I don't live for my children. I live to provide for them. I live for myself because I still have plans for myself. I still have plans for my future. You know, at work, I told my supervisor, and we've had this conversation 1,001 times, and we make a joke about it. People don't say, well, oh, if I leave the organization or if I pass away, I don't want, I want to leave nuggets behind for the next person to come behind me. I always say, no, when I hit the lotto, or if I hit the lotto, then this is what y'all need to do so I can keep moving forward, because y'all gonna post my job on that day or the very next day when I leave this place. That's a fact. People gonna move on, you know. And that's the very reason why I've always explained to my kids, I'm not living for y'all no more. I done my part for y'all. I got one kid left at home. That's it. I'm living to provide for him, because in my relationship, guess what I want to do after that kid is gone on? I want to live for us at that moment, so we can continue to enjoy life and the fruits of our labor. So yeah, no, I ain't living for no kids. I ain't living for no man. I'm living for me, because I want to have some good time. You know, Mr. Bennett, what's good? I
Mr.
got some
Bennett,
big
what's
plans.
going on? Did you get a chance to see the video, Mr. Bennett?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And what are your thoughts?
Wow. It's a balancing act with me. I think this philosophy isn't new. If anybody's familiar with Ayn Rand, who wrote Atlas Shrugged.
Unfortunately, I am familiar.
And a lot of that, objectivist philosophy deals with that concept of again, living for self. I think in the grand scheme of things, I think, if you take it to its literal end, I think you wind up with a very selfish and, quite frankly, destructive world. And I think that your life, you think that the things that you think are good for you or doing for yourself at the end, I think you wind up being very empty at the end. On the flip side, though, if you live for others, that's not good either. But again, and I have to, being a person of faith, I have to, strike that balance. So for me, the greatest commandment, again, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So that's predicated on self-love, and me loving myself allows me to love others. So without that concern and love for other people, then there's a part of life, there's part of existence, there's part of joy in life that's missing from that. So I think living completely for self is not healthy, but living for others in spite of self, that's not healthy either. So I think there's a balance that we need to have between those two extremes. As for its content about you, you're right. I mean, people aren't going to necessarily remember you or talk about you much after you die or what have you. So I definitely agree that, you can't worry about what's going to happen after you pass. Really, it's about the impact that you can make on those that are present for you. And, you're not going to be around, obviously, to see it. Or, again, depending on your faith or religious belief, that's what you live hope for. And that's another thing also. I think the message that he's giving is, it doesn't strike a hopeful term, but you have people who have lived in the past with the anticipation that their children would be better off. And so, without that hope, even in conditions, because a lot of times I think now, especially you see in these third world countries, we all grew up seeing those Africa videos and the kids who are basically being born to die. And I would always ask myself, well, why is it that these people are still having kids in conditions where that the mortality rate is so high that these children will die? But there's a hope that they have for the future, that what they do will someday, it may not happen in their lifetime or even in the children that they have's lifetime, but there's an anticipation of the future that keeps life propagating forward. And we've certainly lived through harsher times than these. So for me, like I said, I think it's a balance. So I think there has to be an aspect of self-love that has to be first, but then in that self-love, it should allow you to then have love and empathy for other people. So, there is an aspect of it where, you in service to other people and serving humanity. I think there's a benefit to that you can enjoy in the living that makes life even more meaningful than just saying, I'm just going to live for self. I think there, life or balance is, I think, where it's at for me.
So
I'm gonna come back and haunt Mandrell, but I'm not gonna say ooh. I'm gonna say yes. How you say it, JT? You unmute. You gotta unmute, boy. You messed the joke up, man.
Yes, bitch.
Yes, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna hunt. I'm gonna come back and hunt. Mandrell. I'm like, yes, bitch. That's what I'm gonna be saying.
All right. So listen, I'm going to play the video one more time for the people in the back. What's up, Hank, man, my brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, you talking
What's
like
up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight, and ladies?
Well, sir, good to see you.
What's going on, boy?
Hey guys, guess what? Hank, I did promote it the other night, Hank, but I'm glad you're here, guys. Let's take a quick commercial break here. The basement is coming up, baby. Coming to the basement, hosted by my brother Hank, man. So make sure y'all support him as we got the other click here. Make sure you subscribe now to the basement. All right. It's going to be Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Wednesday at 7 as well. Let's make sure we support him. As he goes on this YouTube journey, man. I'm proud of you, Hank, brother. And I'm so happy. Every show I got, I'm promoting you, brother. All right. Much love to you, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you, big brother. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All these shows. How am I supposed to keep up, man? I got a show. I want to be watching y'all shows, not doing my show.
All right. We also got the Blooming Ebony in the
call
building. Oh, I miss my little sister so much. Blooming Ebony's in the building tonight. What's going on?
Hey, what's good?
Haven't seen my sister in a while, so thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and play the video one more time. Let me put Blooming Ebony up here with Queen Smiley. Give her some company. All right. So I'm going to play it. Here we go. Let's see. All right.
Listen to this.
Do you know what happens after your funeral? In a few short hours, the crying will die down, and your family are going to start making arrangements to feed your relatives and your friends. Some of your relatives are going to be discussing current events as they eat in Shima, Chihuahua, and Sebi. And some people will call your family to tell them that they can't make it in person because of some emergency. Other people are going to start making travel arrangements to go back to their own homes because life is just too short. And someone in your family is going to start arguing that they contributed more financially than others did. Eventually, the crowd is going to go their separate ways. And every once in a while, your cell phone would ring from people that didn't realize that you had died. In a few days, your children will go back to work. Your employer will begin to search for your replacement. There will be new elections, new scandals, and the traffic on Great East Road will be the same. The Zambia national soccer team will play their games just as planned. In 6 months, your spouse will be watching a comedy on DSTV, and she'll start laughing. The first anniversary of your passing will be celebrated in a grand manner. You will be forgotten at an astonishing pace. Everyone's life will go back to normal. But in a blink of an eye, years are going to have gone by. There will be very few people left to remember you. Now tell me, if people will forget you so easily, then who are you living your life for? You spend your whole life worrying what people think about you. They don't, and they won't. Live your life for you.
All right, Blooming Ebony, we'll start with the ladies first. What are your thoughts on that video?
It's so depressing, but it's true. It's true. I think, well, it's kind of tough because even though I do think it's true, I think to an extent though we do live for other people. Because I think the part where he says everyone will forget you is a little bit harsh. I think if you have a good relationship with your children, your wife, they won't forget you, and then your memory will live on through them to your grandchildren and then to their children. I was just talking to my mom actually and saying to her, if my grandmother decides to not have children, or if my mother decides to not have children, my grandmother will die with the last person that knew of her, that remembered her, you know. But since we keep going and since she was such a big impact on our lives, we keep talking about her. And so the kids that were born after her passing are going to know about her. They're going to see her picture on the mantle. And so I think it's a little bit of both. I think the idea is, though, think about the relationships that matter and prioritize those in your life, not more than yourself, but prioritize those relationships with your children, with your spouse. But everything else, yeah, they'll forget you. Your job is going to find somebody else. Matter of hours, days. So don't put that in front of everything else.
All right, thank you for that. Brother Hink, what do you have, man?
Well, I don't know, man. Doing it for myself, it's as a parent, it's kind of hard to do that. You know, I just can't do it. And even when my son, you know, turns a page and he's about to be in college this time next year playing ball, I got a grandbaby. So I definitely, it's going to be hard, but I'm definitely going to start doing it more. I say that. You know, I got my passport. I still got 3 years left before I need to renew it. So I plan on taking some more international trips, you know. So I plan on doing a little bit more for myself and just because. But yeah, but you know, doing, you know, with time, it's kind of hard doing it as a parent. So as I'm leave it there.
All right. So Dusto, did you get a chance to see the video, Dusto? There was this the guys basically.
Is my mic still making noise?
No, you good. You good. But there's the guys talking about death and when you die and how you won't be remembered. And people will come to your funeral, they'll eat, you know, your spouse will move on and start laughing and having a good time. Your kids will go back to work. People will not even think about you. And so we need to stop living life for everyone else and start living life for ourselves is basically overall what he said. What are your thoughts on what he said?
Just telling the truth. While you're living, take care of yourself. If you got kids in there, if you got kids, you got a spouse, and you got family, make sure you got something to leave behind. Make sure the house is in order. But you are going to leave this earth. Everybody is. And your life is supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be for God, it's supposed to be for your family, but yeah, it's for you. But yeah, that's all I got. Let's keep it simple.
I would like to add real quick, and Black Man, I do want to hear from you because we hadn't heard your thoughts because I do want to hear what you have to say. But I just want to encourage people that it's okay sometimes to be selfish, right? Mr. Bennett just said a few moments ago how when you go to the extreme and you live for yourself, you truly indeed turn out to be quite selfish. But as he also mentioned, there's a balancing act with selfishness and selflessness, right? So we live to do for others because we're beings of service, right? So we were born to serve our families, serve our loved ones, serve our communities, all of that good stuff. But you can do that and be selfish sometimes. There's value in the word no. We were talking about this just about what it was last week or over the weekend when somebody said it is hard for single women to start being able to take that back seat pretty much and allow the man to lead. And so it's like, oh, I'm so independent, I don't know how. Guess what? Start delegating. Start saying no. Start passing some of those tasks on to people that you work with and people in your family, people in your circle. And that's where some of that balancing act come from. We can sometimes be so selfish to say, nah, I ain't gonna be able to make this event. Even sometimes being here on the panels, Black man, I ain't gonna be able to make it tonight because I got something to do. And that something to do is to take care of me, whatever it may be. In your church, you don't have to be on every committee. You don't have to be assigned to every, because you're the best cook. You don't have to serve the food. You don't have to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Because you're great at instructing, you don't have to teach every time pastor you ain't got to step in, right? Take some time for yourself. You can be selfish with yourself. And I think that's where the true balancing act come in. And he just mentioned how it's hard to be a parent and not just, and not take care of yourself. But you'll find so much more gratitude. And that's what I had to find. I found a lot of gratitude in just doing for myself. Because what I start out doing is just as a parent, every time I get paid, I make sure the house is taken care of, the kids are taken care of. Everybody was taken care of but me. And I say, you know what, Sylvia, you owe it to yourself. All this dang on money you make, you can treat yourself to a nice dinner. You can buy yourself something. I'm a clearance shopper, so I love me a good thrift store. I love shopping at thrift store too. So I take myself to a full Saturday. Okay, I start out with a Starbucks, hit the thrift store, hit me a Ross or TJ Maxx, whatever the case may be. Put myself on a little budget, and I just do me. I leave them kids where they at. I let them do their thing, and I take some time for me. It's so much gratitude and peace in just treating yourself sometimes and taking time and take those trips. I used to pay my mama. Ooh, here, mama, get these kids. And I'm gone to get that me time in. So love yourselves. Love on yourself. Be in love with you. And that's okay to be that selfish sometimes.
Blooming, Ebony, you about to say something?
Yeah. Sorry, I have bronchitis, so my voice is a little bit weird.
Oh, hope you feel better.
Thank you. I was going to say, it's not only okay, but it's necessary. Like, you cannot be the best wife, the best mom, the best homemaker, the best churchgoer, the best worker, whatever, if you don't take care of yourself. At some point, you're going to start to have resentment for everyone in your life. It's like trying to drive a car with no fuel. Self-care is like getting gas. You can't get mad at the car for running out of gas because you decided not to stop because you had to pick up all these people and run all these errands. You have to remember to stop for gas sometimes. And it's absolutely necessary. Like, a lot of, especially for women, they typically say, like, I give and I give and I give, and I get nothing in return. Well, you're in charge sometimes of giving yourself something in return. You can't rely on other people to refill your tank. It's your tank to take care of. And so take that time for yourself and be selfish and do that self-care, and don't expect other people to take care of you for you.
Yeah, and to give my perspective.
No, I wanted to say something because I wanted to get back to what Mr. Bennett and he was talking about as far as like the whole thing of selfishness. What I got out of the message that this guy was saying was not being selfish. It's not worrying about what people think of you.
Yeah.
Most people live their lives based off of what people think of them. If they say no, if I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't think that he was saying that our service is not working through, because everything on this earth is working through us. That's why I said that we're big. What we do is bigger than who we are. We're just a vessel pushing the work. We're just a vessel, and then we gone. This is why you can have someone that can build an infrastructure, and that infrastructure lasts forever, and they've been gone for 200, 300 years. We just big balls of energy that eventually will die out. So what we do is very more important. This is why you need a woman and a man. This is why you need different types of energy. Because what it is for men is that we give infrastructure. What a woman does, she gives understanding. We both usher each other through life because of our different perspectives and the different works that we do. This is the reason why we have children, so we can live on forever. Who just said
That's
something?
Mandrell talking to Shiva.
Oh,
All right, you just
but
said
we can
whoop your
live
ass.
on. This
Yeah, Mandrell don't know he ain't mic'd.
This
Oh,
is
I'm
our
clipping
way
that. I'm
of.
clipping.
This is our way of living on forever when we do have children. This is the reason why. So our children can have children, and their children can have children. And with all of that being done, we give tradition, we give a lot of other things so that can live on. Principles, all these different things live on. Way after we're gone, that's why you would have all these different principles. Why you think that you have religion? Why do you think that you have different types of groups that are very, very old? Why you think that you have people that fight for what it is that they stand for? You see what's happening right now with the little people, right? Yep. So this is why we have to understand that what that man was saying was that if we go out here and we just worry about what somebody is thinking of us, guess what? They really don't. If you've been to funerals, I've been to a lot of them, 50 years worth of funerals. And the older I get, the worse the funerals get. They eventually forget who you are by the time they done had the after party. Not the after pass, not the repass, but the after parties. A lot of people in Detroit have after parties. They don't have repass.
Right.
It start out as a repass.
But you know what we do in Louisiana? We do a second line.
Second
march
line
all the way down the street with the tubas and the damn horns. But real quick before Mr. Bennett cooks, I know he's gonna cook something real nice. I'll give my perspective down. Let Mr. Bennett cook, and then we'll be out in a few minutes. We'll do 10 more minutes, and we'll be out. My perspective is I'm gonna put a little stank on it. We don't have to. Men today, our men today, our black men today, we don't have to wait till we die for someone to forget us and not give a damn about us. Hell, they don't do it while we're alive. I just played this video a week ago of Kevin saying the same thing. Men are so tired. Our kids, we do everything for our kids, and our kids still don't listen to us. They still do what the hell they want to do, right? We go out into the community. We try to help. We're trying to be better men, and nobody gives a damn. And
your wife still don't respect you.
Yeah, and think about it. At the end of that video, Kevin said, to wake up every day, it's a miracle. He said, because if I don't wake up, I'll be okay. So I think men that are alive and breathing right now, that are not even dead, feel the same way this man just said in this video. They feel like nobody's listening. And I think a lot of men die early because they're unheard. And a lot of men open themselves up to be heard. And then when they get crushed, you only get one chance with a man. Me and Mandrell had this conversation. You only get one chance with a man, especially if you're married or you're getting married or getting serious or you're in a marriage and you open up to your woman and you be vulnerable with that woman and she cuts you off or tell you get over it. That man will never give her the same thing again, ever.
He's never going to open up like that again.
Never.
You just ruined it.
Yeah.
And all you said was just get over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Mr. Bennett,
he will with you.
I'm gonna bring Mr. Bennett in, but Mr. Bennett, what are your thoughts on? What are your? I knew you had something else you wanted to say, so go ahead and get that out.
Yeah, well, I want to revisit what JT was saying about trying to live for people who don't care about you. I think that's part of the problem. I think we certainly put too much emphasis on those who we shouldn't be concerned about. But I think there is an aspect to our lives, though, that we do want that validation, right? We do want our parents to be proud of us. Mm-hmm. If anybody's here that ever played sports, Black Man, I know you coach.
Yeah, I played.
As a coach.
I played.
Don't tell me that those boys that look up to you, that you got boys who will run through a wall for you.
Yeah.
Because they want you to be proud of them. That is a driver. And part of what that does is you bring oftentimes having that relationship. So what we're really talking about is relationships here, the right relationships. We have right relationships, we have wrong relationships. We put oftentimes too much trying to impress people who don't matter. But for those who do matter, it is a very healthy, normal function to want to, because it brings out the best in us. Like I said, I wanted my dad to be proud, even though he was a hard man. He would say, "Boy, you ain't ish," but I still wanted to please him. And that brought out some of me, coaches that I had, teachers that I had, to hear them say those things about it. It allowed me to live a better life, to have better outcomes, because I was inspired to want to be better. So again, so the statement itself, and I'm not saying, JT, that you believe this or taking it to that extreme, but the idea of having the right relationships with people who are for you, who are with you, who encourage you, who lift you, build you up, that makes you better. And to the earlier point about being selfish, I agree with it to the extent that it also allows you to be selfless. Sometimes, like I said, my best service to my church is when I turn down 80% of the responsibilities that I had. I said, look, I'll do 2 things, but I'm the best at it because of that. Whereas I was spread out trying to be everything to everybody,
right?
And I was ineffective to nobody. So that's what I'm saying. So this balance of, wanting to, so again, we can't just get into this, oh, well, stop living for people. Whatever. No, the people who matter to us, certainly I would hope it would be our offspring. I would hope. But our wives, our spouse, yeah, I want my wife to be proud of me. I just confess that. Because being married helped me be a better person. Because I had a responsibility. I had people that I was accountable to. And I couldn't do things. I couldn't move and operate like a single person. And that just brought out the best qualities in me. So I think having the right people in your life and being accountable to them, and if you want to say living for them, has a lot of positive benefits for you as an individual, so that you can live for you, because you're going to realize you have skills and responsibilities. There was things that I didn't know I could do until I had to do them. And because I had people dependent on me, it allowed me to step up and expand and draw on abilities that I didn't think I had. So I think we all need that as part of the human condition, this community that we have.
But isn't that kind of like the greater of good when you, like, my whole thing was that worrying about what people think of you, because, this is how most people live their lives, by worrying about what people think of them. But when you're doing something in life that matters, you're already doing it for other people. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. It's already, because the actuality of life is you. Everything else is smoke and mirrors. If you want to find out what's real, you have to cipher it through yourself. Everything has to come through you in order for you to even be able to live through it. So when you, for instance, that's what I was saying with men, we do because we're doing for the another person. When I better myself, I'm bettering myself for my family. I'm bettering myself for everyone that I touch. I can't worry about if they think what I'm doing is right or wrong if they don't have anything to do with my life. I've looked out for people that I probably shouldn't have looked out for, but it was greater or good. I was looking out for them, for their kids. I didn't want those kids to go, without no food or something like that. So I did for them so they can do for their kids. It's kind of like having what you said at the beginning, brother, balance.
I would say this to just kind of jump on your coattails, like chasing that validation, right? And I would agree, Brother Benny, that's normal. We're all those who have their fathers involved we're gonna seek that validation. But
not all of us.
Well, here's always a but, right? Here's the thing.
I stopped caring, DL.
Well, I did too, but here's the thing. That was gonna get to that point. Sometimes you chase that validation, you're just not gonna get it, and that's gonna definitely affect you one way or the other. Now, some people were able to push through. Some people linger there, and yes, they could go on to be better, but they could also go on to be way worse. So, I mean, it's a very delicate balancing act. You know what I mean? And as a parent, because of my experience, maybe I'm overly doting on my daughter. I'm constantly, I'm everywhere, because in the back of my head, I know how I felt to be at a game or do whatever. and look up and there's no one there. And you know, like I'm close to this day with my cousins. People are like, why are you so close with your cousins? Because they were there for me. You know what I mean? And I wasn't trying to show out. I was just out there doing my best. And you know, if you're out there, you know, making a catch on the field, or you playing a solo or something like that. I remember the first time I played a real good solo, I could hear my cousin in the back of the auditorium. I could hear him screaming, "That's my cousin." You know what I mean? My pops wasn't there. You know what I mean? My mom's wasn't there. None of the grown-ups was there. You know what I mean? And it was something that, I mean, I don't know how I was able to deal with it. I don't know how I was able to push through, but I pushed through. So when it comes to the end of life, like, bro, like the way I look at life, I'm like, yo, man, you know, I had some really good times, but I had some really tough times too. So when it's over, it's over. You know what I mean? Like the last thing I'm worried about is who paying the bill, what they doing with this shell when I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm more of that Viking vibe, bro. Like, yeah, I'm going to Valhalla, bro. I just hope I die with my sword in my hand. That's my kind of thing. You know what I mean? But it's because I had to be so hard. I learned at a young age. You know what I mean? And it was that validation, man. That cuts. You know what I mean? It cuts. It can cut both ways. So I would tell people to caution that. It's great if you have it though. And brother Ben, I'm listening to you and I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm sitting here right now like, man, I wish I had that. I ain't get that. You know what I mean? But I still pushed through and got here.
All right.
I'm with Deal.
We will go to final thoughts. We'll let Mandrell go first for final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm with Deal on that and Mr. Bennett, but I stopped looking for validation as a child because I figured out then, like, it didn't matter what I did or how good it was. You know, my mother in particular, just would not let up. You know, I could bring on straight A's. Okay, cool. I could do something fantastic. Okay, cool. Because it was expected. You know what I'm saying? I was expected to do that. So I'm like, well, if I'm expected to just do good all the time, then what when do I get any? Oh, I don't. Oh, got it. Nah, that's not happening. So I just
when you jumped off the roof, that's when you got to that.
Right. But then, you know, they didn't find out about that until years later. But you know, I guess it helped in a way because I just didn't care. After that, I didn't care. If you don't care what your parents think, you don't care what anybody thinks.
True.
You know what I mean? I stopped caring. So I just, throughout my life, I lived my life the way I wanted to. I did what I wanted to do and the way I wanted to do it most of the time. And I just didn't care what people thought of it either. I did things for my own reasons. But yeah, it's a sad thing. I mean, people live their lives for other people. You kind of have to. If you're a husband, you have to live your life for your family to a certain degree. You know, like even if you're married with no kids, you have to be willing to die for your wife if the occasion calls for it. So that constitutes living your life for someone else, in my opinion, of course. So it doesn't stop for men. It depends on your circumstances, though. You know, but I definitely recommend, you know, following your own trail. Learn as much as you can while you can, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey, because none of us know when it's going to end.
All right, I appreciate you so much, Mandrell, for opening up and sharing that.
No problem. I always thought it was going to be in the jungle down in South America somewhere. I would have been okay with that. Yeah. Sometimes I wish it had happened because this. I don't know. Sometimes this shit ain't it.
We need you here to torture you, bro. Nah, you ain't getting out that easy.
But yeah, sometimes this shit ain't it.
Yeah, make sure, guys, on Wednesday night, you guys make sure you tune in to Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu. And that's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you tune in to Mandrell and Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu, man. Thank you so much, Mandrell, for being here tonight. That will be here right here on the Black Man Unfiltered Network. So make sure you come and support Mandrell and Shushu on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. So the next person we have up is going to be DL Saint. Now, DL Saint, we talked about musicianship. All right. You said you played the saxophone, right?
Yeah, I play alto.
Right.
Yeah.
I played trombone. I was a bad motherfucker.
Both of y'all look like y'all play those two.
Yeah, that's Queen smiling about me, bro. I was a bad man.
Yeah.
But And then who else played something? I think Dusto said he plays trombone. And what else?
I play the drums.
You play the drums. You play the
and I'm a DJ.
Hold on. He said, hey, look, JT, playing them cans in them buckets on the sidewalk ain't playing the drums, bro. Like
I play spoons.
What you talking about?
Sitting over there with them spoons.
That's the art. That's the art. Man.
I do the hambo.
It is. It definitely is art. Yeah, man.
I play just about everything.
Yeah, man. Well, that's my brother Nick. My brother Nick, he's that guy. But yeah, man, we'll talk about when Queen Spider get up here. I need her to vouch for me because nigga, I was a bad man. Woo-hoo! All right. So DL Saint, thank you for being here tonight, man. What are your final thoughts?
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Just on the validation thing, and I'm not trying to be like team negative, me and Mandrell, but I just something to think about because you still need that validation. You want it to come from your parents, but sometimes it comes from your crew. At the time, sometimes it comes from your cousins or whatnot. It might come from your teacher. It might come from Mr. Bennett. It might come from, I know Brother Black Man gives a lot of validation to those young men, those young boys that are becoming young men.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when y'all out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always encouraging folks. And like I say, I'm loyal to the people that I do bring into my circles. I'm loyal. And, I think a lot of that is lost as well. And in the end, it'll be great if 1 million people come to your funeral, to come to watch you get put into the ground. That would be great. It's just a testament to your life and the people you touched. But they will go home. They will get back to what they're doing. I've lost so many people in the struggle, and I ain't gonna lie, it's just going back so long that you don't think of them every day anymore. You still think of them, but you don't think of them every day, where before it was every single day. I lost a real good friend 3 years ago, three years now, almost 4. And I think of him every single day, but as time goes on, you will think of him less and less, and that's a shame. But that's just the way it works. You know what I mean? So I purposely now once a week I try to sit down and I think of all my brothers and sisters that didn't make it. You know what I mean? And with the tattoos and with the pouring out the alcohol, I done poured out cases and cases of Hennessy. I done lost so many people, but you got to do what you got to do to remember them. And I think someone said on the panel tonight, at some point we're all gone and all those memories are gone. You know what I mean? So like, it is what it is. Live the best life you can. I guess that's it for me. Thank y'all so much.
I appreciate
for all the
it.
support,
man. Make sure you guys go and follow this man on YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel as well. Go ahead and tell everybody what your YouTube channel is so they can go ahead and subscribe and go over there and support you, man.
DL saying I really want to know podcasts on YouTube. And I'm focused right there. You know me, I'm one of those guys that I like to do things in order. I'm just gonna get that going first. So that's the only place you're gonna find me. I do have an Instagram is I really want to know podcasts. It's like all one word. If you just type that in, it'll take you to my Instagram. Like I'm just trying to make it happen. That's where I am right now. I did a show today about loyalty. I was talking about the Math Hoffa, my expert opinion, a little rift between a couple people on his team, 3 guys on his team, and what happened. And it boils down to loyalty. So it was a good show on that. And now I'm here because I'm always, got to come over here and support Black Man and the whole fam. So thanks for having me, brother.
Absolutely. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Talk That Talk Tuesday. Talk That Talk Tuesday tomorrow. We're going to be debunking the stereotypes of black men.
Word.
Oh yes, make sure you tune in to that.
Don't debunk the good stereotypes. Now it's one stereotype I want to keep.
Yeah, we're gonna debunk them from them not being good fathers to them. You crazy as hell. But we're gonna debunk all the stereotypes, the major talking points. Because what we want to do is we want to try to put a boot on the neck of the talking points so that we have room to move forward. So in order to move forward, we put the boot on the neck of that, and then we have an understanding. So then we'll talk about the next week, we'll talk about the stereotypes of black women. And then once we understand that black men are not the devil and some black women are not Bathsheba, then we can be able to move forward and be, better as couples, better as family. Then we'll go and we'll debunk some of the things about our children as well. And I'm going to share this real quick, and then you can go. I went and talked to this teacher, and this teacher said, kids that are 10 years old, 9 years old, they're supposed to run around and jump on things. They're supposed to tear up shit. They're kids. She said, we're putting all these kids on drugs because they're being who they are. They being kids. And she said she had an opportunity. They tried to do that to her son, and she said she took the damn pill that they tried to give her son. And she said she took it first to see what it would do to her. She said she went to Walmart to get groceries. And she said her mind went blank. She didn't remember shit. She didn't remember how she got in there. She said she don't remember why she was there. She said she had to call her husband to come pick her up from the store. And she said when it wore off, she said she felt some type of way. And she said, she said, as a 50-year-old woman, I'm not going to give this to my son. Hell, I damn near didn't make it taking it. Why would I give it to my child?
You showed that video, bro. You showed that. I saw that.
Yeah,
okay.
And so I need to have her on the show. I need to have that teacher on the show for sure.
Yeah.
So she can discuss that.
And thanks for having me on, man. You always got, I'm a heathen. But even today I was on my show talking about the Old Testament. I was talking about Cain and Abel. Am I my brother's keeper? I think I'm telling you, having an influence on me, man. I'm a heathen. I'm gonna stay over here though. But I be listening.
Heathen.
I be listening.
Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you so much, man. All right, my brother, come on, man. My Michigan guy here. What's going on, man? What's your final thoughts, bro?
Hey, man. What's happening? What's going on, people? Hey, Miss Smiley, I got some in the back. No, I can't do it. She here. I'm gonna have to ask you later on. Talk to you. Gonna be there tomorrow? Talk to Tuesday.
Maybe not.
Oh shit!
I'll catch you, but
seriously
I got an
though, class
question.
ends for me tomorrow, y'all. I
brothers.
gotta wrap up some coursework.
We understand.
Yeah. So I whenever I can catch you, it's an important question I gotta ask you.
Okay.
All right, I ain't asking these fools.
You can ask me. I got you, boy.
They're gonna give me the wrong information.
Hey, before you go,
this requires a woman's.
Hey, before you go,
me talking to a woman.
I do want to say this, JT. The other night when I called you, when I tell you, when I walked in that arena and I sat down, because I know you're a music guy. When I sat in that damn arena and I had the opportunity to watch Silk 112, right? I had the chance to watch old girl from In Vogue. She was just there in the audience. They gave her a microphone. She killed it. Then I had a chance to watch her. Then after she left, then there was Monica, there was Tamar Braxton, there was Bobby Brown, there was Tevin Campbell. Bro, when I tell you it was bang, 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 bang. But let me tell you who killed it. Bobby Brown came out on that stage, 60 years old, with a beer belly, and no women went fucking nuts. Oh my God! I said, wait a minute. Bobby still got it like this? I mean, and then when Tevin came out, they gave him a 5-minute standing ovation before he couldn't even sing. The people were so loud for him. I don't know. I guess, I don't know what made them, but they love that boy.
He's been gone for 30 years.
Man, they love him. And he ain't lost a stride, bro. He sung them damn songs like he was still 15, 16 years old.
I saw the video, bro.
I sent it to you, bro. Oh, he cold, boy.
That boy out cold, man.
But yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right, man. One of the things that I think most human beings are scared of when it comes down to death is that nobody's going to remember you when you're gone.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. We're supposed to be here to go, y'all. That's why we have to leave legacy. We have to have something that's way more important than what we think we are. What makes us important is basically what we do for others.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Transactions. I have to look every day, and I don't even have to make myself think this way. Every day is an experience. And I try to just take it in and soak it in. When I'm mad, I soak it in. I be mad so I can work through being mad. When I'm upset, all these things is because I'm a human being. And I just want to be the best person I can, but I can't do it if I'm not being honest with myself.
Right.
Being honest with myself, now I can be honest with others. And all I want to do is be able to spark something in somebody. That's it, before I get the hell up out of here. Because after all this shit we doing, saving money, getting life insurance, life insurance ain't for us. It's for our loved ones.
Right.
All this shit we doing is going to be for somebody else. So we can't be selfish. Y'all see how it is. We've seen people and observed selfish ass people. They live their lives selfish and it cut off from there.
Yep.
Got to be selfless. You have to do things for other people. You just can't wonder if they like you or not, or approve, or whatever it is that you do. You do what you can do on this earth. Be the best person that you can, because after a while, it's over.
Yep.
Lights out.
And you know what, JT, my grandfather said, son, we were talking about work and job, like you just said, all this stuff we doing. My grandfather said, son, you don't live your life for your resume. You live your life for your obituary.
Yeah, you do.
He used to say that to me all the time, bro. He said, what are they going to say about you when your ass gone?
That's why you better write your own obituary.
JT, tell them how they can find you, JT.
Yes, sir. You can find me at What We Know Podcast. JT, your boy Rob. Last week, we had a great show. We talked about the 1986 documentary about the disappearance or the dissolvings of Black families. It was a killer, man. You guys get a chance, go over there.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I mean, I just remember I was 14 years old when it came out, and I remember seeing it on CBS. But that's the only thing. What else we got? Oh, this Friday, y'all, Mandrell, all my veterans, everybody that's veterans, y'all come over at 5 o'clock. What We Know will be doing a veterans show. It's the war stories. I want you guys to come there, man. And then
part 1 and part 2, because I was just about to tell you, Mandrell, that to honor Mandrell as well for being a veteran on this panel, as well as Queen Smiley, recognizing her, and my brother up at the top up here, Dusto, as well. They're all veterans, so I'm damn sure not going to do a barbershop and not give reverence to the people that have served this country, so that I know and that I love that's on this panel. So Friday night is going to be dedicated to veterans as well. It's going to be ran by veterans. So Mandrell, get ready. You're going to lead that charge. Queen Smiley, if you you and Mandrell can co-host the thing together. I know JT, you always got my back coming in on Friday, so I would love to have you guys as veterans come in and lead their show. It don't have to be all veterans, but I want it to be veteran minded because I want to show appreciation for you guys. So on Friday, the show belongs to you guys.
Oh, this is gonna be an all day thing then. What we know, Black Man Unfiltered. Hey, man,
it's gonna be a marathon. So
Queen Smiley, I didn't know you was a vet too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Unmute. Yes, I served in the Louisiana Army National Guard for 18 years.
All right, thank you.
And
for
that's on Smiley.
Yeah, he'll be here too.
My
my boy Dusto. Yeah, absolutely, bro. So it'll be an all day thing, man. I'm definitely gonna set it up for Friday, 8:30, same time. And y'all rock it out at 5, and then rock it out at 8:30, man. And talk about those old stories. Have people come in, ask questions, whatever y'all want to do, man. It's y'all thing. But I do want to support you guys, man, because you guys did serve this country, man. And y'all should be appreciated and celebrated. So much love to you, JT, man. Much love to you, brother.
Much love back, brother.
Absolutely, man. All right. Next up, we got my boy Dusto in the building. Dusto, what are your final thoughts, my guy?
Unfortunately, I represent the selfish. Take care of yourself. Who cares what people are talking about when you're dead? Because you ain't going to be able to hear them no way. Take care of yourself, take care of your house, and take care of the people that belong to you. The rest of them, that's their problem. They have their opportunity to take care of themselves. Dust. Also, the Dust of Spear. I believe we will have a show this Thursday. I think it's going to be quite dusty. I believe it is.
How's the weather going to be?
The weather, I believe, is going to be lots of wind and dust, possibly a sandstorm, and also wigs flapping and crapping at about 23 miles an hour. Partly cloudy because we got some of these covering wigs, the wigs that stretch out like umbrellas. So it's going to be cloudy skies. So if you're laying down on the ground, maybe you can look around and you can actually see the sun. But it might not be the sun. It might just be a woman with an orange wig on with a big head.
So do you guys have the self-cooling wigs? But when you put them on, they have little water packs in them that goes into the sky. Make sure you come on Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Those are seasonal.
Freezer packs in the freezer. You take them out in there.
Only in Florida.
The Dustinville Thursday at 6.
All I can do is think about those old wigs in the movies where the water just be running down. Like,
I can't. Oh my God. Oh Lord have mercy.
Wow.
All right, thank you so much, Dustin. We'll see you Thursday at 6 o'clock. If you have not watched any of the Dustin Sphere, what are you doing? The last one, when they had put Pastor Sweet Meat Sam, and Pastor Collection Plate was there.
Pastor Collection Plate, Sugar Meat Sam.
Yes,
and we
sir.
had Reverend Sweet Toes.
Reverend Sweet Toes. So make sure you guys tune in to the Dustin Sphere on Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much, Dustin, for being here, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Oh, Lord. All right, Mr. Bennett.
I still don't see how you guys going to top that last show. That was, I can't see it getting any dustier than that one. I had no words for that show. Done. But in any event, I would just encourage people, stop living for your funeral. I know, what your grandfather was saying earlier about that, but don't live for your funeral.
Right.
There's a lot of joy that you can have in this life if you live it with purpose, if you live it with a sense of identity, and quite frankly, calling. And when you do that, every day, there's some people in this world who can honestly say every day is a blessing because they make it so. And part of that is not only taking care of themselves, making sure that they're, that's why I'm all about fitness. You guys go to my IG page. I'm always putting something fitness related out there, so you're definitely taking care of yourself at any age, being 50 plus. There's blessings to that, but also serving other people. Like I said, there is a balance to that. Serving has present day benefits that you don't have to worry about what's going to happen at the funeral, that you can see the joy that comes over you when you're able to serve someone, and again, serve those who but even for those, the scripture talks about even those who can't do anything for you, but you do it anyway, because out of your love for God, out of love for yourself, and just love for humanity, there's benefits to that. So try to find that right balance between not living to be dying, but see what you can do in this life that can make your life more meaningful, especially in the lives of those who you most care about. And, like we talked about, like I said, my dad, even though he wasn't the easiest man to get along with, but I think about him every day. I mean, he died back in 2018, and I hear his voice on something. If I'm talking to my kids about something, I hear my dad. I could be out there. I was out there raking leaves earlier. I'm hearing my dad. He just constantly comes up because the older I get, I understand the wiser he was. And so, so do I mourn him? No, but he is a part of me because he stepped up and he took responsibility for me later in life. And, certainly I'm the benefactor for that. And hopefully I can be the same for my kids and those who come after me. So again, don't live for your funeral, but live for today, live to, have impact on people, and you can enjoy those blessings that are available to you today. You don't have to wait until 20 years from now before that. You can be grateful now. So that's all I got.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bennett. Man, I appreciate you and everything that you say, your dimes, everything, man. Blessings to you, your wife, and your children, man, and a complete covering over your entire family, man. Much love.
Appreciate you guys. Same to everyone on the panel. God bless. Have a great night.
God bless, brother.
Sir.
All right. Hink, my boy. Wait a minute. Well, hold on, damn it. Hold on a minute. Let me get my shit together. Cause I'm not gonna even sit up here and act like I ain't gonna support my boy, goddamn. Hold on. Let me find my boy, man. Hold on. Here we go, goddamn. Let me see. And where is it at? Oh, there you go. I'm like, damn, I know I ain't deleted it. All right, here go my boy right here. Hink in the building, goddamn it. Make sure you go and support my boy Hank, man. The link is in the chat right now. Moderators, please drop that again. We definitely want to start this man out great. We want to show up for him. We want to subscribe for him. We want to be in the comments. We want the trolls there. We want the ladies with the wigs on. We want the grandmamas with the white stockings on. We want all of them there. We want them there to support my boy Hank, man. My boy cleaner than a pair of scissors at Martha Stewart house in this damn picture. Y'all don't see it? That's my damn brother. God damn it. Go and support my boy now. I'm sick of y'all. Go in there, hit the damn subscribe button and like button for The Basement coming soon. Hosted by my boy Hank 75, baby. Hank, what's your final thoughts, baby?
You know how I rock, man. Look, black man, please protect yourself at all times, bro.
Yeah.
Please, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Go get some therapy, get on somebody's Zoom meeting on somebody's couch. You know what I'm saying? Heart disease and diabetes is the biggest killer amongst black folks. You know, in order us to be around as long as we can, we got to conquer this world. We need to live in. So make sure you get your prostate checked. You know what I'm saying? Go get your colonoscopy, do what you got to do, get your blood work, make sure everything's in order. And men, I don't know if y'all got to see that Sunday show, but man, I was so disturbed when a woman claimed to be a mother and a father.
Yep.
Ladies,
I saw it. I was there.
That's not your job. Let that father be the father. You stay in your feminine energy and be the mother. Don't try to be both, because it's not how you was built to be. The good Lord didn't build you that way, so don't act that way. Don't carry yourself that way. Don't walk that way. Don't talk that way. Stay in your feminine. And y'all black men, y'all continue to be blessed and be great fathers.
Absolutely.
For you deadbeats out there who need to step up, step the fuck up, man.
And Hank, you know what, man? Thank you for defending the fellas, bro. I was there with you the whole time. I listened to the whole thing Sunday, bro. And especially when she was like, women out here dealing with men, they penises little, and we got to deal with little penises and all this other stuff. And I was like, that's why I sent the super chat where you was laughing your ass off. But I sent the super chat because I was like, what? And I'm thinking, and I said, no, sometimes it's not the penis. Sometimes the vagina, sometimes you can park a Volkswagen in these vaginas. And that's what it is. You can't say little penis and you can put a computer monitor in your, it's just ridiculous. So so anyway, thank you so much, Hank, man. Please, y'all go and support Hank, man. Please go and support him. He's starting out, man. We gotta support him. We gotta be there for each other as brothers. And if you say you about black media, if you say you about black support, you show that shit by going over right goddamn now after this show and subscribe right now to The Basement. He's gonna be hosted by our boy Hank. He been riding with us. It's time for us to ride with him. And if y'all ass don't go over there, I don't mess with you no more. I need your ass to go over there now and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to my brother right now. The man starting his own shit. Let's go. Let's support him, all right? Damn, shit. I'm telling you, I ain't begging. Listen, Hank, we got you, boy. All right, man. That's Hank, man, ladies and gentlemen. And the Saints still going to the Super Bowl.
Damn. That's another conversation for another day.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Hank, man, congratulations on your new channel, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I'm here for you. Anything you need, brother, you know you can call me, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Good luck.
Absolutely, my brother. Everybody give it up for Hank. All right. Everybody give it up for Hank. He will be hosting The Basement, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Hey, man. Look, Queen Smile, you better tell these dudes stop playing with me, man. When it comes to this music thing, man. Listen, my whole family.
Look, the whole family. No lie. The whole family. Look, it will be my turn to talk, and this little low down scoundrel coming here.
Look how you looking at him.
You broke it?
Yeah, Carter.
Coda broke it?
Yeah, Carter broke it.
Yeah. What you been in there eating?
Yeah.
Hey, what's on your face?
What's all that on your face? What you been eating?
Eating shit.
Eating chips?
Yeah, eating cheese.
And cheese?
And cheese? Oh, you like chips and cheese?
Okay. All right. Well, go take that back in there, okay? Noonie coming.
Hey, bring me some chips.
Okay. Tell Coda stop that. Okay, now go watch your show. Okay, I love you. I'm coming. Noonie coming. Okay, wait 1 second.
So Queen Smiley, before you go, DL Saint, Gusto, Mandrell, JT, and Queen Smiley, please, if you can, send me one of your photos when you were in the military.
Okay.
With your military garb on. Please send it to me tonight, because I'm gonna be working on it tonight.
Okay, I'll do it right after the show. Matter of fact, when we go to the back chat, I'll do it while we're in the back chat.
Okay. I got all right. So go ahead with your final thoughts.
So my final thoughts, appreciate everybody and everything that everybody said. I can agree with everybody on one level or another. But I just wanted to share a couple things. You know, it goes back to what I said earlier in the chat, you know, about the balancing act that Mr. Bennett mentioned. Having a balancing act
okay.
It matters, you know. And so I choose to go around and sprinkle a little myself.
Oh, we lost her, I think. All right. Until she get back, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, guys, my final thoughts on this show until she returns. She'll be back in a little bit. My final thoughts on the show, guys, is thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for being here tonight, Jenny, coming in and moderating for me. Thank you so much for every damn thing you do. You are damn amazing. Thank you so much for coming in tonight and moderating. Thank you, Lady Navoa, for coming in moderating tonight. Thank everybody that came in tonight and supported this channel. I appreciate you guys dearly. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. On Friday, guys, please tune in to the show. On Friday, the veterans are going to take over this thing, and it's going to be amazing. Man, I'm going to put a lot of work into it. I'm definitely going to I'm going to create an intro for veterans. I'm going to have this damn thing banging on Friday. So make sure you guys come and support these guys. They will be here on Friday, and I'm going to work on a lot of that tonight. I probably won't get any sleep because this is what I do. This is what I love to do. So I'm having an intro for these guys. I'm going to have their pictures everywhere. And we're just going to work this thing out, and it's going to be amazing. Okay? So let me bring Queen Smiley back up so she can finish her final thoughts, and then we'll be out for the night. Thank you guys again for being here. There you go, Shoot.
Can y'all hear me well?
I can. What happened?
It's the ghetto over here.
What happened?
I would trade him for the world. But it's okay to be missed. And I want to say this. Reaction. Look, this is a whole reaction in itself.
It's a reaction video, right?
This is up here. But this, I want to say this real quick so I can go ahead and get his baby some attention. But if you hadn't started already, like I was saying, it goes back to the chat. Sprinkle a little bit of yourself here and there. If that's what brings you peace, that's what brings me peace. Sharing a little bit of myself, but with limits. But if you hadn't started already on your journey to truly find your peace, please do so. I encourage you to do it before you jump into a relationship. That way, if you jump into a relationship, you can help bring peace and balance to that relationship. So start your journey to find your peace. And guess what? Along the way, you're going to lose some people, and that's okay. Everybody ain't meant to be in your circle, but who's going to validate you are those people who are truly your supporters, those people who are truly meant to be in your lives. You're not going to have to seek validation because they'll do it automatically. So start your journey. Do it before you get in a relationship. Validation is going to come automatically. And last but not least, while you're on that journey, rest. Okay? I was going to share a link in the chat, and I'm going to share it in just a bit if I get a chance to. If not, I'll share it later on. But Michael Todd, he's the lead pastor of Transformation Church.
Yes.
On Cuffed to Constant. Rest is my weapon. When I say it is so key to rest in your season of rest, take some time, build it out in your schedule, build it out in your day, in your week, in your month. Even if you're doing 6 months on to doing or volunteering at something and then take some time off, rest. It's okay to be missed. Anytime I step away from something, when I come back, people always say, God, dog, I missed you. When I take a seat back, guess what? Oh my God, where were you in this planning? We needed your insight. We needed you to allow people to miss you. And that's part of your validation. So I'm with Mr. Bennett. Stop living for your funeral and truly enjoy the life that you have in front of you, because every day is really a blessing. And that's a choice. You get to choose that perspective in life. But that comes when you truly find peace and you're not just searching for individual validation style happiness.
When
Absolutely.
you loving you and loving on yourself, your whole world will change. You will love people better. You will love people more. And you will learn how to say no when you need to say no. You'll learn how to participate and play when you can. And so with that, that's my final thoughts. I'm going to go love on this baby because that's what I choose to do. It's not mandatory, but I love loving on my grandbaby. I love being that support for my family. But in me doing that, I'm also giving and showing myself love because I'm going to time him out in a minute too.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Queen Smiley, for being here tonight. Make sure you send me that picture. I already got DL Saints. I got Mandrell's already, and I got Dustos, and I need to get JT's. But thank you so much, Queen Smiley, for being here tonight. I appreciate you, sweetie.
Shut up. Let's go, Dallas Buckeyes.
Dallas Buckeyes. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Queen Smiley. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for being here. Also, to Jenny. Jenny, I know that you're great. You do a lot. So, and I definitely want to honor your husband as well. So if you can, and if he's okay with it, can you also send me a picture of him? Because I definitely want him on the thumbnail as well. I want to represent him, make sure that we honor him honor him because he's married to you and your family. And so he's also family as well. So make sure you send me a picture, Jenny, if you will, of your husband so we can also honor him on Friday as well. I'll make sure I have him in the intro, make sure I have his picture everywhere, on the thumbnail, on the background, all that stuff. Send it over because, like I said, again, he was in the military and he's your family and he's also family as well. So thank you so much for everything that you do. And I appreciate you dearly. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here tonight. Tomorrow night on Talk Tuesday, we will be debunking the name of the show is going to be debunking the stereotypes of Black men. We're going to discuss it. We're going to break it down and change the perspectives of our men. So thank you so much for being here tonight. This has been Black Man Unfiltered Network, another unfiltered reaction. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We out. Peace.